Hello and welcome to this episode. Today I have Luke Histon on the call with me. Luke is someone I've worked with for probably at least 6 months, maybe longer at this stage. And Luke has been building up his short form content agency. He started from zero, where he had some experience, which he'll go into, posting some content himself online on YouTube, documenting some of his travels and such. But he's really, grown to a decent level now with the agency, has served a ton of clients, and is, in my opinion, doing an incredibly good job. So we brought Luke on today to discuss some of what has worked for him, and hopefully you can get some value from it. So Luke, welcome in, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for introducing me. How's it going?
It's going good, man. It's going good. I'm looking forward to this one. And Luke, if you want to give maybe more of an intro, that's the brief who you are. If you want to just take it and go a step further so everybody knows exactly who you are.
Yeah, man. So my name is Luke Histon. I've been creating content for like years now. It all started when I was probably 11, 12 years old, and I was creating Minecraft videos, believe it or not. And that's kind of how I got started in content creation. And then coming up to the end of school, I was wondering, what do I want to do with my life? And I thought school wasn't really for me or anything. I didn't like the learning aspect of it. But I started looking into online business. Obviously, found your course, started looking more into agencies, content agencies, things like that. I looked into paid ads, realized that wasn't for me. So I said, why don't I just take my existing skill, which is content creation and editing, and give that to business owners? And
Nice,
that's
man.
kind of how I got started in it. Yeah.
Yeah, solid. Very similar to me, Luke. Like I started as well back in the day, super young, just trying to figure shit out online, posting YouTube videos like you were. I didn't do Minecraft, but I did like Call of Duty, Black Ops, all of
Oh
that.
yeah.
So yeah, man, that's very interesting. I didn't actually know that. Cool. And Luke, why did you pick content over a paid ads agency? Because when you started, similar to when I started, like paid ads was the thing. Everybody was
Hmm.
doing it. Everyone was saying if you do content, you'll fail. It's not scalable. It doesn't work. But it obviously worked for me, and it's now working for you as well. So what were some of those key factors that made you decide, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do content?
Yeah, so at the start, I was originally going to do ads. I found Eman Gaji and all those guys talking about
Hmm.
Facebook ads. And
Yeah.
I was looking into it more and more. And the more I looked into it, the more people were saying, oh, it's starting to be oversaturated. It's hard to
Yeah.
do. It's hard to actually bring results for your clients. So I
Hmm.
started looking into other things that I could do still within the agency space.
Hmm.
And same thing, I looked back on what skills do I already have. I heard somebody say that take the skills you already have, improve them, and do that. So I said, I have video editing. And at that time, too, it was Alex Hormozy who started to post
Mm.
short form content. And then loads of business owners followed. So I thought, look, I'm going to hop on while it's hot and get in there early and start doing it for business owners. And I got into the content creation space and I found people like you who were also doing it and finding success with it. And that's kind of how I got into the content space over the ad space.
Love it, man. Love it. It's, that screams to me that you were brutally honest with what was happening. Like you listened to different people, got the different opinions, but then you looked at, okay, this is what I have. So I have an advantage for content already. Plus,
Mhm.
we've got big players like Hormozy that are jumping on this. So there is going to be a boom. There's going to be a trend here. And you've obviously capitalized on that trend, which is the way to do it, man. With your clients, Luke, what kind of results are you seeing with them at the moment? Feel free to showcase some of the best results you've gotten with clients, because content is so powerful. And if anybody is listening or watching and they're still not convinced that you can either make money as with a content agency or that you can actually get results for a business, you can. So, Luke, let's go through some of those results, man.
Yeah, so I've seen incredible results for clients. Some of my clients are getting 3 million views every single time they post, which is absolutely ludicrous. And for the time that I've been doing it anyway, and that's bringing an insane amount of leads to their business and clients to their business. They're seeing insane results, all because they're just creating content. There's no paid ads whatsoever. And what I realized is that you can't just edit videos for them. you need to teach them strategy. You need to teach them what actually works. A lot of my clients come to me saying, look, I've tried content, it doesn't work. I take a look at their videos. All their videos start off like, hey guys, my name is Jonathan, and this is kind of what I do. I'm like, no, we got to cut all that. You're going to say how much money you made this month and get straight into the video. And
Yes.
just little things like that instantly changed them from getting 100 views per video to 1,000 to 10,000. Most of my clients right now, they sit between 5 to 15,000 each video that they post.
Nice. That's solid. And that's a healthy number to be at, man. Like what I've found with my personal brand, for example, is like some of the content, like you said, goes mega viral, 1, 2, 3 million views. But I've never found that that's too sustainable either, because
Mm-hmm.
if every video is going viral, you're either going to flood the business with leads where they're just literally like they can't respond to DMs, they can't respond to the emails, etc. But when you have the videos, I'd say what you said in 5, 10, 15K range, a lot of times they're more targeted. They're going to take someone from interested to action, right? They're more about
Mm-hmm.
nurturing the person that's already in. Whereas some content, viral content specifically, for me anyway, has always been about just getting them in the first stage. It's not about selling. It's not about getting a client. It's just get them aware of who I am and what I do. So some of our videos are, specifically designed not to go viral. But Luke, you touched on a really good point. I see the exact same problem. And when I go on TikTok and I see a business owner, they could have really good edited videos, cool style, cool quality, everything's looking good. The problem is what you said. It's the strategy behind the video.
Mm-hmm.
It's, hey, so I just want to come on this video and talk about how I did this. You've lost everybody within the first 2 seconds. Whereas, like you said, if you go straight to the hook, what's that thing that's going to catch someone's attention? That's how you get the results. If you're a fitness coach, that's here's how my client dropped 10 pounds. If you're in the business space, like you said, here's how I made X amount of money. You go
Mm-hmm.
straight for that one thing that's maybe controversial, but is going to get the attention. And, by you doing that with your clients, I think that's probably why you're getting such good results, Luke, because like you said, it's not just that you edit videos. That's part of what you do, but it's the whole strategy. Anybody can hire a video editor, and it doesn't mean they're going to blow up on social media. But if
Mm-hmm.
they hire somebody that knows the strategy plus can do the editing, that's where the real money is. In my case, with your clients, Luke, did they come to you, or have you done outreach? Like cold messages or cold emails to get your clients.
It's a mixture of both, really, but I have seen way more success with them coming to me
Mm,
because what happens is they see my content and maybe they might follow me. They mightn't book a call straight away, but they consistently see the content that I'm putting out then, and that's when the trust gets built and they feel comfortable building or booking a call. They feel comfortable talking to me about it. Then they see the knowledge I have, they see the past results. That's kind of where my case study comes in, is through
mm.
my content. So I get a lot of inbound leads, and right now, believe it or not, I'm getting a lot from Facebook. And
Okay.
because I'm posting content on there, but it's kind of a different sort of inbound leads. They're not coming across my content just organically in their feed. I'm sending them friend requests and just saying, hey, what's up? It's lovely to connect with you, all this. And then they're going through the conversation. I'm not pitching a thing, but they go
Mm.
to my page and they start watching my videos then, and then they always come back. That's kind of, so
Nice.
that's the mixture there.
I like that, man. Yeah, you're using the two things that work. Outreach works, right? Cold
Mm-hmm.
outreach works, but posting content for leads to come to you works. But when you merge the two, that's when it works the best from my
Yeah.
experience as well. To give context in my personal brand right now, what we're doing, Luke, is we're still posting content, but we also have appointment setters in the business. So, for example, we post videos to TikTok, that pushes traffic to Instagram. We then post the same videos on Instagram. We do some stories each day and maybe some quotes and graphics on the page. And then we've got the appointment setters reaching out to all those people. So it's exact same as what you're doing, where when we reach out to them, we don't have to sell and be super salesy because they just go straight to the content or they've already seen the content.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the power of a personal brand. It's why a lot of people right now are waking up to the fact that you probably need to have a personal brand if you want to build a service-based business going into the future. It's not necessary. There's lots of people we have in our program that don't have personal brands and are just simply not comfortable posting themselves online. but we have a lot of people that are doing very well with it for those reasons of clients can come to you directly. You don't have to be as salesy. So if you're just not good at sales, it's going to come more naturally to you. You're going to close more deals. We find the close rate is way higher from if you do cold outreach and you book 10 calls, a good percentage would be 30% close rate, 3 out of 10. If you're doing, hey, you're posting videos and people are booking the calls directly from those videos, you're probably going to close 4 or 5 just because, like you said, they've been sold already through your
Mm-hmm.
content, through what you've been saying, and you don't even have to sell them that much. They've kind of sold themselves already. So if anybody hasn't started a personal brand, I would highly consider it. Again, you don't need to, but it is going to give you a big, big advantage. Going forward, Luke, with the clients you have, are there any new things that you're going to have to do to stay on trend with them? Because obviously, TikTok and Instagram, they change fast, and the videos we posted last year, they're not going to do as good now in 2023. So are there any new things that you're going to be adding to your service, or just new strategies with the clients?
I was thinking about this recently, and I feel like YouTube is going to be a bigger thing that I'm pushing, and longer form editing, things like that. Maybe even throwing thumbnail graphic design in there, just
Mm-hmm.
because I feel with TikTok and Instagram and these short form platforms, it's easier to build an audience, but I feel like it's almost a less loyal audience than on YouTube.
Mm, I get you.
So I think that might be something going forward. But other than that, a lot of the things we have going already will continue to work in the future because we stay up to date with trends. We look at what's working. We're constantly updating our clients with what is old. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I know you're looking to do that, but that doesn't work so much anymore. Why don't we try this instead? We're constantly evolving as a business, and I think that's going to continue to work great in the future.
Yeah, for sure, man. You gotta keep evolving. Like the offer that you create on day one is probably not the offer that you run next
Hmm.
year or 2 years after. On that note, Luke, how did you first come up with your offer? And like has your offer changed a lot from say client number one to, the clients that you have now? Because in my business it did. It changed a lot over the years. It started basic, just nothing crazy in the offer, just I'll do this service. But then it evolved to a stage where it was more about us saying, we'll get you this result. And how we do that is through this package or this service. So yeah, man, let's touch on the offer quickly.
Yeah, my offer has went through so many changes. If I look back to the very, very start,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pitching paid ads, but I don't even know how to do paid ads. But the first actual offer that I started pitching was pure video editing. Oh, look, I
Okay.
can edit your videos for you. And people will be like, oh, okay, but how do I grow? So
Mm.
that's where my offer evolved into we're going to help you build a personal brand through short form content. And that's where this consulting started coming in. So I started consulting people on strategy, I started building out training sheets, just making my service the best it possibly can be. And now I feel like my offer is going to change slightly again to, like I said, the YouTube growth, maybe adding in some paid ads for people who want to even upscale a bit
Mm-hmm.
and just little things like that. But it's not going to change a drastic amount.
Cool, man. Cool. On a personal note, Luke, how do you feel your mindset has changed around money, business, success over the last year or so?
Oh, an insane amount, a crazy amount. I really do. I honestly feel like mindset and your personal life is half the battle to reaching that successful point, you know. But at the start it was all kind of, oh, how can I make money? How can I do this, do this, do this? My mindset has changed so much to where I'm happy just doing what I'm doing, just running the service. And also my mindset has changed to it's not about making money, it's about getting clients results because that's how you make more money, I guess. But
It's funny how it works, eh?
it,
Funny
it
how it
is
works, man.
it is. But you definitely got to build a more resilient mindset when
Hmm.
growing a business. You got to learn that your limiting beliefs are really what's stopping you from progressing and achieving what you want. And
Yeah.
there's so much that goes into it, but I think limiting beliefs are the main thing that stop people from actually achieving their goals. There's always that little guy inside your head saying, "Stay in bed today,"
Yeah.
you know, don't get up, don't do the work today, don't do the outreach, whatever it is, and you just got to push through it. And it's discipline over motivation, really.
Yes. Yeah, man. You're hitting me. It's going straight into the heart right there, man. I can feel that 100%. Like, I agree with all of it, man. On the topic of limiting beliefs, Luke, what were some of those big ones that you used to face? I'll give you two examples, say, right, just for people who are listening. So before I started and made some money, my first biggest limiting belief was I'm not worthy. Okay, so
Mhm.
I am not able to make this money. Like it seems too far away, so it's not for me, it's for somebody else. That was my big one. And then the second one was when I started my agency, I had this doubt around why would people buy from me? So I believed again, I'm not worthy and they're not going to buy from me. So even if I can learn all the skills and I can become really good, they're not going to buy from me. Obviously, it's a limiting belief. And that was something I just had to push past. And how I pushed past that was what you mentioned. It was not watching a YouTube video to get motivated. It was just saying, and nothing's going to change unless I get up, do the work each day. And it mightn't change today, tomorrow, or next week, but eventually it's going to happen. It might take a month. In my case, it happened kind of fast, but that was the decision. And that was really the real key, man. So, yeah, was there any other limiting beliefs that you had? Because, again, you started with the agency space younger than me. I was around 21, 22 ish, I believe, when I started into the agency space. So for you, you started that journey even younger, man.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the limiting beliefs at the very start for me was, why are people going to listen to me about short form content? Why are business owners going to listen to me who are all older, been in the business space for decades, and I've only just started? Why are they going to listen to me? And this was when I had no clients. I didn't know if I could get them results or not. But after getting results for myself, that kind of started to fade away. And then as I brought on a couple of clients and just done the work, put in the work for them and got them results, I realized that, you know what? They should listen to me. Like, I have the previous track record. I know what I'm doing. So that was one big one at the start. And I feel like another one was, why would people pay um the money to me, like, for this service? Just kind of overcoming the fact that people do pay big money, and you shouldn't undervalue your service or what you're worth. Do give the value that you're worth, and people will pay for it.
For sure. For sure. I definitely had those doubts as well, man, especially around the pricing.
Hmm.
If when you're starting in this game, you're just thinking, it sounds cool. People are making 1,000 a month per client, or they've got five, or let's say they get 10 clients paying 500 each, they're making 5K a month. You hear all these things, but yeah, same as me. I thought, yeah, but why would they pay that? Because I was thinking I wouldn't pay that. I was thinking I wouldn't pay 1,000 a month for some guy to create videos. So why will this business owner, who's like you said, older, maybe wiser, maybe smarter, and has more knowledge? But at the end of the day, you have found a service that it's two things, right? It saves them time and a lot of effort. So it's a
Hmm.
convenient service. So a lot of people will just pay you for the simple fact that you are saving them effort. Like I pay editors now, even though I know how to edit. Why? Because they save me effort, time, effort, and energy. So that's one major, major thing. So whatever service you have, as long as it does that, people will buy it. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be the most basic service in the world. That is a selling point. But the second part, which is what you've developed your offer into now, is the fact that you'll actually make them money. Like
Hmm.
you will save them the time and energy and effort, so they don't have to do anything. They just have to record the videos, send them to you, and then you come in with the actual strategy and the tactics to make them more money. You get them views, you get them profile visits, you get them leads, you then get them booked calls, and then boom, they make money eventually. So yeah, man, it's it's a tough game when you're starting, and it is for everyone. And that's the harsh reality of starting an online business. But it's really a journey, like you said, of self-development and going through the personal journey. And that's how you make this work. Luke, let's touch on, so when you started, like me, ton of limiting beliefs, doubts holding you back, lack of maybe discipline. I know I had a lack of discipline as well. What were like some of the things that you did that you think have really helped you? So you talked about the discipline, you talked about overcoming the limiting beliefs. What are those other things that you would scream at the person who wants to start? So if younger you
Mhm.
starts again, like what are you telling him?
Yeah, get off social media. Be a creator, not a consumer. You spend way too much time on consuming content rather than creating it. Get rid of all the different social medias that don't help your business grow. Um, get a good night rest.
Yes.
Um, keep learning. It's a constant learning game.
Hmm.
Never think that you're at a stage where, oh yeah, I'm finished all the learning now. You got to constantly learn. Keep pushing through. You just got to keep going no matter what. As I said, the discipline is more important than motivation. It's more important that you get up every single day and you do the work rather than just getting up when you feel like it and doing the work when you feel like it. And another thing, I think you said this to me actually, was getting 1% better every single day. That is literally something that I live by now. If you can get 1% better every single day, you will be an entirely different person by the end of the year. But I also think that the anti-routine is something to
Yeah.
look into. Maybe not for people starting, because when I started, I know that getting into a routine really did help just structure and
Yes.
get into just yeah routine. Really get into the flow of
Doing the
doing a
work.
routine, doing the work. Yeah.
Doing the work, man. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like routines are so important at the start, but it's the crutch that they become is the problem for a lot
Hmm.
of people. So I think what you said is fantastic. I've never even thought of it like that, Luke, of do it. Like get the routine because you have to build the discipline. So the best way to build a discipline before you have clients and you're making money is like you said, get up at a certain time, do your workouts, eat the clean foods you want to eat, do all the things, set that routine, follow it, and that will give you a sense of achievement. It'll give you a sense of I'm doing better. I'm getting 1% better every day. But like you said, you do want to then make sure that that does not become your crutch. Okay. So anti-routines is a movement. I believe Alex Hormozy talked about it first. That's where I first saw it, where there's a stage where you need to kind of take your routine and not abolish it completely, but shrink it. So if your
Hmm.
morning routine was 2 hours, right, of reading, self-development, meditation, journaling, cold showers, cool. But doing that forever is not really going to make a lot of sense. There comes a point where you now got to shrink that to maybe 20, 30 minutes. You still do the things that make you feel ready for the day, but you get into the work because there
Yeah,
is that point a lot of people get stuck in.
I really think it comes down to focus. What activities help you achieve the best focus possible? If it is doing all the routine stuff where you can work for longer and focus for longer and get in deep work, then do them. But if you can get into deep work and focus and have productive work without doing them, then is there a need to do them?
That's a good question to ponder. That is a good question, man. And before we go, Luke, because I think there's a lot more you will be sharing, with your own short form content, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Where can people find you? And if that's a business owner, I guess they can probably go to your website, book a call with you, and see how you can help them. But for the people that just want to connect with you on social media, where should they look?
Yeah, so my handles on everything are just at Luke Histon, no spaces, no capitals, nothing. I created a new TikTok account which is Luke.Histon. If anybody wants to go follow that, and yeah, the best way to get in contact with me if you want to work with me or anything would be in all my bios. I just have a link where you can book a call, so that's probably the best way. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect, man. And do you have any last little nugget you want to give out? Any last piece of advice?
Put in the work, 1% better every day, and keep going. Oh,
Nice.
the only way to fail is to give up. That's a good one.
Hey, that's a good one, man. That's
Yeah.
like that's tattoo worthy. That is
Yeah.
solid. All right. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks a lot, man.